The draw. But you already knew that. Did you see the ratings? Sasha, you know how hard it is to be a Sasha Banks fan? All these years, we're watching her. Year 2015, she gets called up. Okay, we want Sasha. Yeah, everyone loves her. She gets the loudest pop as Charlotte comes to the ring. Becky Lynch came to the ring, and then it was her turn, and she joined that team. Not joined, I guess forcefully inserted by the queen and inventor of women's wrestling, Stephanie McMahon. But okay, she is getting the loudest reactions week after week. Anytime there's a women's match, it's all about Sasha Banks. Men's matches, I remember that one time, Kane and Seth Rollins are ready to have a tag. They were cutting a commercial. It was Raw in Boston, and we want Sasha. What? This is happening in men's matches too? People cared, and they did nothing until about January of 2016. It would be where she showed up and interrupted the end of the Becky Lynch and Charlotte match. Did the little call back to their days when they were BFFs, the beautiful, fierce females with Summer Rae. Okay, they did that thing. And then she took her by the hair, slammed her, and said she was ready. And everyone in the Royal Rumble went crazy. I think that was the San Antonio year. That was the Orlando year. It was the Orlando year because AJ Styles showed up there on that year. That was crazy. Sasha Banks on top. Yes, finally. She got the WrestleMania match. She did well. She even did a little frog splash. Good job. Should have won that match. Should have been a singles match and not inserted Becky because Becky was hot, but okay. And then she faced Charlotte, back and forth titles. I mean, they were all good matches, culminated in the Hell in the Cell match in October. And then since then, she's just kind of been neutral. I mean, it's not that she sucks or anything. She would show up. Like Ronda Rousey got a good match out of her. That was a great match. She would show up for things. But for the most part, whatever. And then this week happens, where Kenny Omega, and it's wrong that NXT is doing Great American Bash while AEW is doing Fyter Fest. Yeah, I get it. But a Kenny Omega match lost viewers, and a Sasha Banks Io Shirai match gained viewers? This woman is a draw. How do we deny this? I went on Squared Circle's Reddit where I got all these numbers from. Where is it? In the 18 to 49 demo, AEW lost 17,000 viewers, and NXT gained 40K of the freaking 18 to 49 demo of viewers. How do we deny this anymore? They beat AEW in the ratings again. How do we deny the greatness that is Sasha Banks? How do we not see these numbers and go, ooh? Also, how does AEW not see these numbers and go, ooh? As soon as that contract is up in 5 years, we're doing something. How you deny the star power that is Sasha Banks? Becky's out. Pregnant for 9 months. That's how long pregnancies take. And then she's probably going to take a little bit more time to get ready, get in ring shape. She'll be doing motherly duties also. But, when she gets the itch, she'll be back. But who knows, maybe she'll be back full time. She's rich. She can afford someone to take care of the kids while she's busy. But it's her life. Who knows how she's going to operate. Plus, she's a little bit older than Sasha is. And I believe Sasha is, 27 years old? She can wrestle for the next 3 years at least. 3 years is a long time, and bring in a whole lot of dough. And she's got the Mandalorian gig, which we don't even know what she is. She could be Ahsoka Tano, the stunt double at least, but she could be Ahsoka for all I know. She's got the same skin tone as Rosario Dawson. She's athletic, can do a million things. It could be her. She was away for a long time when they were filming that Mandalorian stuff, and here she is back, and she's making numbers, and we know she's got Mandalorian coming where she's gonna get popular. Sasha Banks on top of the world right now. Sasha Banks and Bayley, both her and Bayley, are fantastic. They got a great act going on right now. But the fact that they drew viewers away from AEW, at least 17,000, into NXT, how do we deny this anymore, man? It's hard. Just keep her away from Sammy Guevara and we're good. That's not the video. I brought up Sammy Guevara. Let me get all of my thoughts out on Sammy Guevara. He said something he should not have said. He said he made a joke about rape. Never okay to do a joke about rape, no matter how old you were. I knew that it wasn't funny when I was 10 years old. I know rape wasn't 10, I'm lying. But like 15 years old, I knew that wasn't a joke to be made. So I don't care if he's a teenager when he said it on the podcast or not. Now I also understand what he's trying to say. I understand what he's saying is his attraction for Mercedes Kestner Varnado is so strong that he would want to be alone with her and F her. And to to exhibit the amount and seriousness and level of whatever he wanted to, the passion, he used that 4-letter word that starts with the letter R, which you should never use. But I get what he tried to mean. I think that whoever he was podcasting with probably should have stepped in and could have made that a learning lesson, and then Sammy Guevara would have heard himself and be like, yeah, that's stupid of me, and could have took it back. I think that he should have been stopped then and there. Now, 4 years later, it pops off. Now, she had a phone call with him, so I'm happy that those two talked it out. And I'm sure, I shouldn't say that actually. Whatever I was going to say, I'm not going to repeat. I'm not going to put out there in the world because I can't assume. But as far as like the seriousness of it and like how bad it is, I don't think he means it. I'm actually like 99% sure he doesn't mean it, even though I never met the guy in my life. Pretty sure he doesn't mean it. But and then there's another part of it, okay? So as wrong as Sammy Guevara is, right? How do we penalize him for this? We, as in just society in general. Every Twitter hate that he's getting is deserved. He's gonna have to wear that. He should have wore it the day he said it on that podcast. Because I would have thought of him as the guy who said that nasty thing if he would have said that then. But okay, I found out now 4 years later. Now I'm AEW, his employer. Didn't have him under contract 4 years ago when he said it. How do I, as AEW, go about it? I believe they fined him $100K. I don't think they should have done that. I don't think you should have the right to penalize me for something I did when I wasn't an employee of yours. What you can do as AEW is say, put out a statement saying, we hired Sammy Guevara for his talent. The person also plays a factor, and had we have known that he said that, that's not someone that we would have hired. So moving forward, after this has come to the light, knowing who this person is, we will cut ties with Sammy Guevara. He will be fired from here on outward because now we know about this. They could do that. So you're probably saying, well, a firing is way worse than a fining. But what I'm saying makes sense in my brain, at least. It makes sense in my head where you can say, fine, now that I know who you are, peace. You can't fine him for something he did outside of your employment. But if he would have made that podcast remark, the last 8 months or however long AEW's been, yeah, finding him would be appropriate. What they could also do, I'll accept sensitivity training. They could say, same shit. Sammy Guevara didn't know he was like this. What we're gonna do is try to fix this and correct him. So he will have to take sensitivity training. If he doesn't, he can kick rocks. But until then, sensitivity training. And it's gonna be something that he's got to do for a whole year because we take it seriously. They could say something like that, and I'd be okay with it. I just don't think they should penalize him for something that he didn't even do when he was under your contract. How do we feel about that? That's what the comment section's for. But if you also want to just celebrate Sasha Banks, that's what the comment section is for too, because she is back. Where's my Sasha Banks's? How did I not start the video wearing this? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, Chillmonger. What does she say? Does she have a catchphrase? No, she doesn't. She has that lame, Michael Cole. It's boss time!